development. You want to prove the program? I'm telling you, before next academic, let us be in a body baby. So let them all 50 weeks ago, I said here. So from next time, I want you to get on your feet. The church, they are looking at the student, let their program and tell them all, you know, our children can be seen when they go to other school and show their ability, they can be seen.
And this and that, but primitive also now we are addressing eloquently.
So you were speaking, people try to make noise. So what?
Now primitive life, that decency. When it comes to etiquette, they're not decency.
So what is etiquette now?
Etiquette is behavior pattern. We have to behavior. Over and covered. Over and covered.
So over me what?
Over me open behavior. Wow, look at that. Jump at me, I jump behind you. Then the covered one, in my mind, denial. I like you, I can't tell. I don't like you, I can't tell you.
Denial.
Denial.
I know they were murdering you or what they were saying.
No, they were not murdering me. They know their own bad terrain. When some of them have come from, they got intoxicated, they're not too okay with things and things. Now, the only terminology I got for them is illiteracy, or maybe they're not too qualified, they're not too eloquent when it comes to other things. Then I classify everything as, I don't want to use that word, barbarians also, they are.
You assault me? Yeah.
They got insult. They got insult. They got insult. If you don't know the sequence, they got insult. They got insult.
You don't know the insult. You don't know acceptable.
There are so many happenings in our community and country, ranging from politics, education, religion, peace and security, and social economy issues. But we bring it in perspective on the talking point only on our favorite community radio station, right here in Saclepea.
How much student you have, how much you generated, how much went to the ministry. We all discuss that. But you know, teacher can improvise. Teacher can improvise. That's the improvisation we talk about. Even if they are not doing adequately, we will not go on the media and say they are not doing. But we must encourage them that look, we are lack of this, you know, in the persuasive manner. Then to condemn them to say they are, but everything is fine.
Many better go sweating.
Life as a whole is nothing in sweat. Life as a whole. We have to be honest. Access of money, baby. I think we have so many products in here. I think whatever.
There are so many happenings in our community and country, ranging from politics, education, religion, peace and security, and social economy issues. But we bring it in perspective on the talking point only on our favorite community radio station, right here in Saclepea.
How much student you have, how much you generated, how much went to the ministry. We all discuss that. But you know, teacher can improvise. Teacher can improvise. That's the improvisation we talk about. Even if they are not doing adequately, we will not go on the media and say they are not doing. But we must encourage them that look, we are lack of this, you know, in the persuasive manner. Then to condemn them to say they are, but everything is fine.
Many better go sweating.
Life as a whole is nothing in sweat. Life as a whole. We have to be honest. Access of money, baby. I think we have so many products in here. I think whatever on the women down here, America, progress to give up all the place. What are we doing? We know when they move, the unit, from the they are nowhere. Because
okay, so folks, it is a pleasure again to be here on the talking point this afternoon as 6 minutes down south the hour of 3 o'clock, and Monday to Friday is the program Talking Point as always from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and this is the biggest platform. This is the biggest platform that we discuss the issue of health, we discuss the issue of education, we discuss the issue of development, and of course, a lot of issues we discuss it on this platform. We want to say welcome to the Talking Point. This afternoon is going to be a very, very fresh week. Yeah, this is the first day, the first working day in a week. First working day in a week, and we are here with the People's Program, the Talking Point, once again as though it's been a while throughout the week, and we have been busy with a lot of activities. Yeah, And finally, we are back and fresh and really set to bring you the edition of Talking Point throughout the week. We want to say it's a pleasure again to be in your company as we are here today. Thanks to Emmanuel Toman, who is following us live from Bangabong County. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. And of course, thanks to all of you who are joining us. We are live on Nimba D-9 TV on Facebook, Nimba D-9 TV on Twitter. We are live equally so on Nimba D-9 TV on YouTube. We are live on Radio Voice of Yahweh Messon on Facebook, official Facebook page as well. Yeah, so this is how wild we are going today. We are going wild. Yeah, we are just going wild. And this is what we call innovation, right? We are, yeah. And since 2018, we've been Nimba County first online television platform. G. Iwe who is the president of Bailoleo Association, is also closely following this all-important broadcast from his New Georgia resident. And of course, Emmanuel Thomas is also following, saying he's the son of Nimba Electoral District number 4. And of course, in following this broadcast, this is the talking point once again on Radio Saclepea FM 101.5. And we want to say thanks to all of you who are just joining us. Today, we will play host to a prominent son of District number 7, Saclepea City, Nimba County, in Mr. Cyrus Saye Jr., as we will be discussing a lot of issues this afternoon. Yeah, we want to say that joining us on the Facebook page, either by way of Nimba D-9 TV on YouTube. We want to say it's a pleasure having all of you. Alvin Shatton is also following closely. And of course, our guest is now live on the screen as we will be in conversation with him this afternoon on the talking point. Today is a happy day though to him. Today he's celebrating his birthday. His birthday officially today, and he's celebrating it. And I guess after the show, we'll go for the official celebration. Yeah, we will go for the official celebration after the platform. And Daniel Miawe Senior is also following us live. And to all of you, want to say keep sharing it live. Yeah, keep sharing it live. But let's use the medium to say good afternoon and season greeting to all of our listeners by either way of Radio Saclepea and Nimba D-9 TV. And Stanford Dark Icona is also closely following from a healthy community resident. Yeah. Today, like we said, we're going to pay host to Mr. Cyrus Saye Jr. on this platform. Today is the birthday. We're going to be discussing many issues. Many issues. Yeah, the issue is just many. Today is birthday, and we will be discussing a lot of issues. But let's just welcome our guest quickly in our central studio. He's on the screen live. And let's welcome him. Let's welcome him shortly as we move on. Mr. Saye, good afternoon and welcome to Talking Point.
Hey, yes, good afternoon, Uriah. I hope I'm live. Are you getting me?
You are live and clear.
Okay, so good afternoon, Uriah. Good afternoon to the people of Electoral District number 7, Nimba County. Good afternoon to the people of Nimba County and the Liberian people at large. And wheresoever you are following this broadcast, I'd like to say I'm happy to be in your company now to share my thoughts on a couple of issues affecting our country, our county, our district. So it's a pleasure being here with you at this time. And I'm very, very happy. And I hope we'll have a very fruitful and enjoyable show. Thank you.
Happy birthday, by the way, sir. You celebrating your birthday today. Happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Gua. I am very, very much happy and blessed, and I'm shocked. You know, the wave of birthday greetings coming from everywhere around the world. I mean, social media posts, video and audio calls, SMS, just everywhere since the early hours of this morning and even up to now that we are on the show. It just keeps coming, and I'm just thankful to God, and I'm appreciative that my fellow men are able to think about me in good faith and wish me well on this joyous birthday celebration. So to all of you who've been on the Facebook, the funny thing about the Facebook post, I got some restrictions. So all of those posting for me, I'm reading the post, but I can't comment. So it's like I
You
hope the
can't
people not
comment.
thinking that. Yeah, I hope the people not thinking that I'm not appreciating what they're doing, but I'm highly appreciating. But the restriction is holding me. But I mean, I'm really 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 elated.
Okay, so that's the voice of Mr. Saye Jr., who is the public relation officer in the office of Hon Roger SWY Domah. And today we're going to be looking at a lot of issues, both local, national, and international issue. Yeah. So without time to waste, let's go straight into discussion. As we will firstly take you to the trending issue that is going on in the district that have to do with issue of reconciliation and other stuff that is going on in the district. We're going to look at that firstly, and also going to look at the ongoing budget hearing and other issues. But first, let's go to your district. Let's come to the district directly. It's up to you, sir.
So I like to start on a rather side note. I think like 2 nights ago, I got a call and was informed that some of our sisters who have been with us in Saclepea, they were involved in a motor accident along the highway, the Banga Monrovia highway. Uh, I mean, and one of them, I'm told, lost her life in that accident, and the other is under some very intensive care right now. So, I like to say my heartfelt condolences to the family of Fata, the fat lady who had a sharp right by the Saclepea compound there. I mean, just I think on the 8th of this month, I was at the entertainment center along with my friend Kenneth C and my brother Mikia Copy. We sat there and she was like, Cyrus, for long I can see you. And I said, we hanging around, we in the country that they hustle. And we laugh out and we exchange our usual and normal greetings. She was very lively, full of excitement, enthusiasm, very friendly. I know that she's dead and I'm praising her, but I mean anybody who crossed paths with her, who interacted with her, we will not disagree with me on this one. And then I heard the news of a shocking death, so I was shocked. It broke me down, and then I also heard that her sister Emma is under intensive care. So I'm wishing Emma speedy and full recovery, and at the same time, I'm extending my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family of Fata. I'm praying that God will
Wow.
console them.
Wow.
For
This is heartbreaking and just wishing me. Very surprising.
yeah, I got that information 2 nights ago, and I think it's confirmed about the death of Fata. I'm told that Emma is injured and she has been either transferred to the JFK, and yes, they are assessing her conditions. So I just like to ask everybody to join hands in prayer to pray for Emma's recovery. And at the same time, I'm wishing the family my heartfelt condolences for the death of Fata. So I like to start on that note, and I like to commend the young people of Saclepea. They're doing extremely well. I've been following the activities of the city youth. Saturday they were doing intensive and massive cleanup activities in the city. I followed that. I like to commend them. It's not the first time they've done that. I've always observed them. But as we approach the Christmas and New Year, and as we also prepare for the wake of our foreign senator, I think it's just good that their timely intervention is going to give the city a facelift. So I'd like to thank Ogon and his entire team, all the young people of Saclepea, those who participated in the digital training, and those who won the Sea Catch Award, Timothy and his group, and just every one of you who keeping the wheels, the young people of Radio Saclepea. when I look around, except for the dollar program, I think the wheels of the station now is on the shoulder of the young people. You in studio now, you know, Timothy, Melich, and just the young team, the announcers, those girls who are reading the announcements, sending requests. I'm just happy at how the young people of Saclepea are taking ownership of everything and moving in the business world. They are doing great. Yes, I'm thankful to God. So I'd like to wish you guys all the very best and encourage you to continue doing what you are doing best for yourselves, for the city, for the district, and for the country. So
Okay,
following,
okay. So, folks,
yeah, following, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, but I hold you there a bit. Coming from our main studio, the founder and CEO of Nimba D-9 TV is on the stream, and we love to welcome you. Good afternoon, Chief. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Uh, Ambassador Edmond Wulakeongbawi is the founder and CEO of Nimba D9 TV, and he's also on the stream. So, CEO, good afternoon.
The man wearing shield.
You're putting a micro, a headphone, and other stuff.
Okay, so well, it's actually a beautiful way to say happy birthday to our dear brother Cyrus. And I'm joining you from our office here in Concord Town. We are currently in Concord Town, so I just like to say happy birthday to Cyrus and all those who following us. This is the beauty of technology. And Uriah, thank you for all that you just continue to do. So I'll be in the bike as I monitor the show from here.
Okay, so that's the founder and CEO of the One Neighbor House Media Incorporated that owns and operates Nimba D9 TV. Okay, so it's up to you. Just take out the speed on some trending issue that is ongoing in the district. Yeah.
So the people of the district are preparing for the Christmas and the New Year, and also preparing for the burial of our 14th senator. So I like to wish everybody a happy, prosperous. I mean, Merry Christmas and Happy Prosperous New Year far in advance. You know, as the year is going to an end, I will encourage every one of us to try as much as possible to be careful in how we move about. You know, let us watch our movements. A lot of things are happening. Yesterday we woke up to the news of the passing of a young man. You know, I saw that on social media around I think the AB Tower or the SD Copper Road area. Yes, now to the real issues in the district. You know, Uriah, for me, I have been like a voice of caution in many ways when it comes to activities in the district. I've spoken truth to power without fear, favor, or hate. And one of the key things that I think is trending in the district that I like to talk about, although I spoke about it before, is the issue of this legislative earmark project that is in the 2024 uh, 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 budget. The
Okay.
2024 budget, as a matter of fact, should be coming to an end on the 31st of this month. And by the 1st of January, we will not have a budget. That's why the budget process is ongoing. But I've had serious concern when it comes to the budget of 2024, with specific emphasis on the legislative earmark project. As we know, legislative earmark project is government's own way of directly intervening in the lives of the citizens in the various electoral districts. So in this case, legislative earmark project money will cover all 73 electoral districts, and then by extension, all of the 30 senators in the country will also have their portion of legislative earmark project. So in the case of the House of Representatives, each of our electoral districts got an allotment of 100,000 United States dollars to be used as legislative project money in the district. So district number 7 is no exception. By this, I mean that we, the people of district number 7, had an allotment in the national budget of 100,000 USD. The way to go about is that we, the citizens, will have to sit. The lawmaker will have to call a citizens meeting, an engagement meeting, and then bring to our attention that, gentlemen, all my citizens, this year budget we have XYZ amount in the budget for direct intervention in the district, and that is in addition to other government initiatives, but that is direct government intervention in all of the electoral districts. So the lawmaker will usually have to call the citizens to say, hey, this is what we have budgeted, or this is what has been passed in the national budget for legislative EMI, and this is our portion. So what do we do? The reason that question is asked is for the citizens to be the one to identify what they want to see being done with their portion of money for legislative EMI project. The overall principle is that it should be participatory. It should be like the bottom to top approach. It should have the involvement of the citizens at all levels. So when that is done now, the citizens will meet and come up with a resolution that, having been told, having been reliably informed that we have this money in the budget for projects in our district, we have resolved that our portion of the money will be used, for example, to do this, to do that, to do this or that. When the resolution is passed by the citizens and they agree on the project, then the lawmaker will use that resolution as a reliance now to write the Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment. That institution is called LACE, LACE, Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment. LACE has the statutory mandate or responsibility of implementing all government of Liberia funded projects. So in most cases, LACE will subcontract, LACE will supervise, LACE will do the M&E, and then LACE will later, do the appraisal, and the project is considered done or not completed, and after the assessment and so forth. So the resolution, as I said, will go to the lawmaker. The lawmaker will do a cover letter, attach it to the resolution, send it to Liz. Liz will send a team to do assessment, and then after Liz assessment, they will do the validation, and then the implementation phase of the project will start. So to the best of my recollection, this has not been done, or number 7, with the 100,000 that is budgeted. We have not had the opportunity to have a district council, or district sitting or district assembly meeting, whatever you might want to call it, so that the citizens can brainstorm and identify what needs to be done with the 100,000. So as we speak, right now the budget year, as I say, is ending on the 24th. What becomes of the 100,000 that was placed in the budget for district number 7? It said that we don't have development needs that 100,000 can solve. I don't get it, right? I don't get the idea. I don't get the reason why Mr. Bility, who is our lawmaker now, has not assembled the citizens at particular particular areas across the district to solicit their view on what needs to be done about legislative EMI projects. So as it is unfolding and time is catching up with us, I wonder what the lawmaker will see if we do not have a project implemented in our district. So it's concerning, and I've been wishing to hear a concrete and genuine answer coming from the office of Mr. Bility, but he has chosen to be quiet and silent on the issue. He's not responsive when it comes to the issue of the EMI project. I think he's taking the people of district number 7 for granted. He's not consultative since he took over as representative. I mean, we have not had citizen consultation, because whenever they are giving break, this time around the legislature goes on quarterly break. So on each of your quarterly breaks, you have to come to the district, have little discussion with the citizens, brief them about the activities at the capital, get their views that will sum up to your legislative agenda. We haven't seen that, but that is his governance style. But when it comes to issues that should involve our participation in decision making, I feel that he's been unfair to the citizens, and as it stands, We don't know what is going to happen to our legislative earmark project money of 100,000. Mind you, the other day the head of LACE, Mr. Julius Saye, wrote Speaker Richard Nangbe Kung informing him that LACE has already received the money for legislative EMI project implementation. So that document is in the office of Speaker Richard Nangbe Kung. So I'm thinking, what is the project there for district number 7 that LACE is coming to implement when we the citizens have not made decision on anything like project that we want for LACE to implement? If the office of the district representative, Mr. Is able to provide direction in on the issue, will be happy. But as it stands, this is the situation. So it's concerning, Uriah. It's concerning. So that the citizens are being overlooked, that there's no consultation, that their views don't matter, that probably somebody will sit down, the representative will sit either in his Monrovia office or in his fence and make decision for the rest of the citizens. I mean, I don't just get it. I don't just get it. Uriah, I don't just get it.
Okay, so before going further, one might have the thought that probably Sarah is not in the district at the moment, and he's not on top of information in the district. With this, the representative of the district were in the district few days back, and information reaching me revealed that it was a consulted, or it was in consultation. He came to have a consultative meeting with the citizen of the district. What have you to say on this, that you are not in the district and you are not also on top of information that is ongoing currently within the district?
So that meeting you're talking about took place on the 7th of December 2024. I was in Nimba, but I was in district number 9. And Uriah, this is, I mean, you're just helping to validate my point further. When you are coming to have citizens engagement or citizens consultation or mass citizens meeting, it is not secret. Look, that's not something that because you like, whether you like Cyrus Jr. big forehead or not, you are leading a district and you are accountable to us. So you are a journalist, you work at Radio Saclepea. Did you at any point in time see any announcement at Radio Saclepea calling for that citizen meeting that you are referencing? I'm just asking a rhetorical question. I don't expect you to answer yes or no. But if you can answer yes or no, I will appreciate that. Did you at any time hear on your radio station? Did you see any announcement in your studio? Did you just get any information that any meeting of such nature was coming to Saclepea? No, there was no publicity about any meeting being heard. And broad-based citizen consultation is not secret. That's why it is called broad-based. It should be advertised. There should be sufficient notice given to the citizens. You should go on the radio, announce it. There are 3 radio stations in just Saclepea alone, and I think 2 in Ban. So 5 radio stations in district number 7, right? If you want a participatory process, if you are not doing anything clandestine, or if you're Carlington in your closets, you will announce the meeting far in advance that I'm having citizen consultation on so and so time at so and so place. These are the issues that will be under discussion. And even if you are inviting a specific group of people, the announcement will carry that. So the office of Mr. Ability is yet to tell me, or not me in particular, if they will feel offended by Sarah saying me. But I'm yet to understand where they ever informed the citizens in their number or through the media, like your station, like his own station, Truth FM, like Radio Yelama, like Radio Zoge, like his other Truth FM in Ban. When was the announcement read? For how many days? Do you even have announcement? Was there even an announcement? No, there was no announcement. And even as that, Uriah, the meeting in Saclepea was specific. It was about the 18,000 United States dollar that I have also been talking about for the demolished building right by a radio station. that was received by the former Mayor Jeremiah B. Yangian on behalf of the people of Saclepea that has not been reported to the people or that has not been accounted for. So the citizens of Saclepea, including me, including other voices, including the Saclepea Development Association that has membership across the country, they've been flagging that issue. They have been flagging that issue. On the 29th of November, they had a meeting in Monrovia, in Zubatown, at Mr. Morris Pace Entertainment Center. That's where the meeting was held. And the citizens continue to demand accountability. And after that meeting, on the 29th of November, the citizens also proceeded to Mr. Billites' office. I'm told he has an office, I think, in Sofe area. That's what I understood, because I'm saying these things because I'm in the Saclepea Development Association chat room, right? That's where I got the privileged information that I'm giving. But what I'm saying, how many persons who are not in the Saclepea Development chat room have the information I'm giving? So Mr. Billites did not announce in a meeting that he was coming to the district to have consultation with the citizens on XYZ matter. And even if that in that meeting on the 7th of November is centered around of December, sorry, that meeting centered around the 18,000 United States dollars that was given for that building that was demolished at the civil compound, the land that was given to private businesses that they build structures on in the civil compound. That is what the meeting was about. And I'm saying this because I'm in Saclepea Development Association chat room. I'm not saying this because Mr. Billites has made public announcement that the meeting was about SYZ thing. You getting my point? So there was no meeting announced that people will have to go to attend, right? I heard in the chat room that the Saclepea Development Association was sending a representative from Monrovia. Initially, they wanted to be Councilor Gwonkwe, Leroy Gwonkwe, but he wasn't okay. So Mr. Miller Kadwan came to represent the SDA in Monrovia. So it was an SDA meeting. It was SDA that pushed for the meeting. And because Mr. Jeremiah B. Yangian is a darling boy of Mr. Musa Hassan Billites, he was made to bring Jerry to the meeting. So you're right, that's the meeting. Moto Dad, who will say Cyrus is not in the district. I left the district less than 1 week, right? I left the district just less than a week. So anybody wanting to say Cyrus is speaking from a distance and he's not on top of activities in district 7, that person should be rethinking. So I followed everything in district number 7. In fact, I reside in district number 7. I'm in Monrovia right now as a visitor. Let that be clear, bro. So I'm there. I'm there. I just thought I could provide that clarity to our people.
Okay. So folks, that's it. If you are just joining us, this is Talking Point Radio Saclepea FM 101.5 as we play host to Mr. Saye Jr., who is the public relation officer in the office of former Representative Roger SWY Domah. But Mr. Saye, let's look at an issue, a bit of reconciliation in the district. There have been issue which many classify as lacking of reconciliation in the district, that the lawmakers and the citizens or co-officials of the district are not flagging out the issue of reconciliation. What's your take on that?
Well, I don't work with the lawmaker. I don't speak for him. If he's not for reconciliation, I can't tell, but I know that the greater responsibility, yes, when it comes to reconciliation, is on his shoulder. The boss starts with him and it ends with him. He is the representative of the district. He was voted by the citizens. It is his responsibility. But I know there was a process, a kangaroo process that former Commissioner Jefferson Kogo was bragging about. I call it a kangaroo process. I said at the time it was self-seeking, it was politically motivated, it was selfish, it was ill-intentioned, in that it was not going to yield anything. Because number one, I mean, Honorable Gogo himself, like me, Gogo himself is a major participant. He participated in the electoral process. He ran campaign for for the rescue mission. He ran campaign for Honorable Roger Domah. So he's a party. If the intent is to reconcile those who participated in the elections, then I feel that Honorable Gogo is not fit by virtue of that role. I feel that he's politically conflicted. So I felt that he was not the one to lead the process, and to even compound the situation to make matters worse. Former Commissioner Gogo was handpicked by Mr. Ability for reasons best known to Mr. Ability, and then he asked Mr. D. Nenzo Bulo to work with him, as co-chair. And I was thinking, what was the rationale behind getting Mr. D. Nenzo Bulo, a man who participated in the election as well, who said voice that hurt people. He called me, for example, he called my team or the entire office of Honorable Domah. He referred to us as hooligans, so having Mr. Bulo, a key actor who himself needs to be reconciled to head a process of reconciliation, then it means you're not sincere. It means the process is not genuine. It means it's just a mere political joke and bluff. It also indicates that it has sinister motive, either to have somebody presuming or playing a role that he or she is more or less not fit to play because of the participatory role that they played. So I knew for once that from the very onset that former Commissioner Gogo and his process was not going to yield anything better. And to even make it better, I mean, you in the media. There was a point now that former Commissioner Gogo himself he became combative. At one point, he was exchanging words with the president of Bailulewa Association, my dear brother, Ambassador G. Iregoneke Senior. He started making flour. Let me put it in our common Liberian English. The people were making flour with Eric, and he became defensive and throwing tantrums and so forth, and to the extent that he even tried to present a picture that he has gotten to my boss in person of the people-centered Honorable Roger SWY Domah for reconciliation, when indeed he has not reached out to Honorable Domah. He had a meeting in Bankway. He sat among the citizens of the district and told them that he has gotten voice from Honorable Domah, blessing of Honorable Domah to do what he's doing, when in actual sense he has not spoken with Representative Domah at the time. So I had to issue a disclaimer on the radio that what former Commissioner Gogo is saying, using Honorable Domah's name to attract people to his kangaroo process, and at the same time make them to believe that the erudite former representative is against reconciliation. I mean, that information is false, and misleading. It's from the belly of the devil, as most people would love to say. So I never trusted whatever former Commissioner Gogo and contestant Bolo initiated or that they were carrying on. So it was something that I knew was not going to be successful, but they can tell us how far they're going with it now. Because if you want a genuine process, Uriah, I'm speaking this way because I've been down that lane when Odoma won elections in 2017, and he was taking the court process delay. When he left the court, the very first thing Honorable Domah did was to have a mass reconciliation meeting at the Saclepea City Hall. Sorry, it was well attended. Honorable Domah wrote all of the contestants who participated in the elections, including my own uncle, Honorable Kwa, who even had a court case with him. Honorable Kwa's letter was taken to his rehab residence by Comrade Alvin Noir and delivered. And Honorable Kwa acknowledged receipt of that communications. He called Honorable Domah and they talked. So he reached out to Honorable Domah, and Honorable Domah was the one who took the lead. He wrote, as I said, he wrote all of the contestants. If you ask Honorable Bolo himself, he would tell you. You ask Honorable Lensky, Bagonyon, he would tell you. there, all of those people who participated, they can attest to that. So that's how Honorable Domah initiated reconciliation. And at the program, the reconciliation program at the City Hall, Honorable Bako Zé appeared in person. Honorable Landscape Bagoyon send representatives. That's how you engage these processes. You take the lead because, as I said, the boss starts with you, and the boss starts with you and ends with you. But when you go through proxy who are themselves conflicted, then you have a problem. And this is why I even have an issue with Mr. Ability, even with the Saclepea Development Association meeting that he had in Saclepea on the 7th of December. Because the money in question, former Mayor Yangian has released what he called a report. And in that report, he indicted Mr. Ability that he gave over $3,000 USD of that money to the Ability Development Foundation, something that Mr. Ability has not responded to. So he cannot be the jury at the same time. So Mr. Ability himself now becomes politically conflicted when it comes to the issue of the money, because Mr. Jerry Yangian has indicated in his quote-unquote turnover note that he used portion of the money to finance Mr. Ability's Ability Development Foundation. So the office of Mr. Ability or the BDF will have to come with a statement to that effect. Until then, I don't think honorability is best suited to even head any discussion that has to do with the money. So regarding reconciliation, Uriah, that's my take. It has to be genuine, it has to be sincere. The actors will have to be clear. I wonder why Mr. Ability is ignoring the Christian community in our district. He doesn't want to use them for his reconciliation process. I don't know why he's ignoring the elders. Is it because he has divided them where he has ability elders and non-ability elders? I don't know why he's not using our mothers. I don't know why he's using the young people and he's using people who are corrosively politically conflicted.
All right, so with just 17 minutes pushing up to 4 o'clock, you can just take a bit at the Capitol building with current issues pertaining to the ongoing budget hearing and what have you. You can just take out to that quickly, and then we declare the phone line open for calls.
Thank you, Uriah. And on this one, I like to call on all of the citizens of my dear district under my voice. Citizens of District Number 7. Let me take my own time to tell you one here. I'm begging you. I want so all of us want to take time to beg our lawmaker, Mr. Ability. The way what we voted for him to go do, that to go represent us in the house. We're not saying him there to go man his friendship with Funati Kofa. The thing that happening in the house with Funati Kofa and Nangbe Kun and the political issue that true we agree on that one. But we don't want to send you there for before you and Funati then can start becoming lawmakers, before you can become what they call distinguished colleagues. The work we send you to do there, one of the key works we send you to do taking place now, that the budget hearing, the revenue portion of the budget hearing finished. That is, those who generating money for the government, they have already appeared before the committee on Ways, Means and Finance to tell the government, for example, how well they performed during the last budget year and how well they think they can perform during this budget year that coming, and that what will make the lawmaker to know how much to approve as budget and what to appropriate to the other radio station, to the other school, to the other clinic, to the other hospital, to agriculture, to health, to infrastructure, and all the things. So they cannot be having that key budget discussion at the Capitol. As we speak, just came from the Capitol building. There is budget hearing ongoing. The expenditure component is on. So we cannot be having budget hearing, my people. Then the lawmaker we elected to represent us is absent from where they are having the budget hearing because of political disagreement. In politics, you don't always win. You don't always win. Your ideas will not always be the best. And even if you feel that your ideas are the best, majority of your colleagues disagree with you, it is not workable. We are calling on Mr. Ability because right now, Uriah, appropriation is going to be made. The expenditure people there now, they're telling us how they use what went in the budget for them. How will he be able to ask the Ministry of Health, for example, to tell them how the money that went to comprehensive was used when he's not at the expenditure hearing? So who will project our cases? Nimba University there is under Now they've given full-fledged bachelor degree program. Why is he not there to join the other lawmakers to push the case of Nimba so that the budgetary allotment for Nimba University can increase? Do you know that Peto Clinic in District Number 7 is not in the national budget? How will Peto Clinic get in the budget when they're discussing the budget and the person who's supposed to push Peto Clinic is absent? How will Eureka Clinic and Doctors Mentor Clinic get subsidies from the government when the lawmaker who's supposed to make their case is absent? How will we have increment in our budget for comprehensive and bound health center? How will our volunteer teachers be placed on a payroll to find a permanent solution for them instead of them living on handout and piecemeal and living at the mercy of school administrators who give them peanuts when they want to? How will we get rid of the issue of volunteers in the health, education, agricultural sectors? How will our local chiefs in local government, Ministry of Internal Affairs, who've been volunteering for years, now that this government is about to employ over 6,000 government workers, how do we push our case? Businesses in Saclepea are paying taxes. I've seen the ARA people, the commerce people, collecting taxes from our people. It is the taxes that the people call budget that they're discussing. Why is our lawmaker absent from the budget hearing? How does he expect our views to be channeled? And why is he valuing his relationship with CDC and Funati Kofa over the interests of the people of District Number 7? So it's alarming. I'm calling on every one of us, citizens of District 7, let us call Mr. Ability. Let him muster the courage and move to where Speaker Richard Nambekun and his colleagues are. Let him drop his ambition to become speaker. Life that time. If it is his time to become speaker, God will open your way. None of that Richard Kuntan. Let him go on.
That means you are indirectly saying he want to contest for the speakership.
Whether you want to contest or not, go there and do the first what we send you there for. They can't be having budget hearing then out of it because you want to contest. Your contestation there is secondary to our primary objective of being heard in the budget hearing, my brother. So he has to be there, and it is even there that he will sell his agenda to his colleagues. Why is he treating the people of District Number 7 like this? What have we done to deserve this? He has to be a part of the budget hearing, Uriah. It is very key, and I'm very, very passionate about this one. It's a plea. All citizens of District 7 will have to join me. This has nothing to do with politics or political party affiliation. It has to do with the interest and the future of our district. That's why I'm speaking about it so passionate. Are you getting me?
Thank you so much. And we'll have to declare the phone line open to get. Yeah, sure. So we'll have to declare the phone line open to get call of view, and then we turn over to you to wrap up. So that is it. You listen to Mr. Arasawa Sejion, who is a prominent son of Saclepea District Number 7 as well, giving his view on a lot of issues that is going on in the district. Call now on 0777 997 0777 and make your point. And to all of you who are also on the Facebook page, we are going to place the WhatsApp number, which is +231 777 333 444. That is the WhatsApp number, +231 777 333 444. Or you can call on 0777 997 this afternoon to make your point here. Thanks to all of you who are joining us on the Facebook page. That recognize our guys on the Facebook page. We have Dad Wogon, who is watching us live from London, and Prentice is also watching from Monrovia. Charles the Boy Dan is watching from Monrovia from his resident, and S. Robert Gia II is watching from the DO's office at Johnny Vocal campus, and of course Emmanuel D. Gregory is also watching from Saclepea. How about first caller? Good afternoon, caller, and welcome to Talking Point. Your name and where have you joined us from? Solomon, welcome to Talking Point. Let's hear you.
opportunity for some of us because we are so confused. Here, when maybe the other institutional programs are very much the artificial and I think the people are measuring the thing of the business, which is the people unfortunately, which is the first people of the school of the water very big for me.
All right, thank you so much. And 07777 is the number to put you to. Fred Elgono is following from Dubai Road, Monrovia, Liberia. And what does the gentleman share this broadcast? 07777 is the number to put you to. Call and make a point here this afternoon on the talking point. 07777 is the number to put you to. Let's talk to this caller. Good afternoon, caller. All right, we lost this call. 07777 is the number to put you through. Yeah, 07777 with just 8 minutes pushing up to the hour of 4 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock we will take our official leave of you. So as we are waiting the callers, you listen to that caller on the issue of the current speaker in the house. He said he want a bit of clarification from you as to who is the current speaker that is doing business with the Liberian people.
So as far as my knowledge is concerned, there's this Supreme Court ruling that the Minister of Justice has provided his legal opinion on, and I'm also aware that the executive is doing business with Speaker Richard Nangbe. Just last week in session, they presented, I think, 3 or 4 instruments, legal instruments, meaning financial instruments for the House of Representatives to act on, and those instruments were sent to Speaker Richard Nangbe Kun. And I also know that the very last week, the Honorable Liberian Senate resolved to work with Speaker Richard Nangbe Kun. So everything I know, everything that is cooking, everything that is possible, the budget hearing, everything. I mean, Richard Nangbe Kun is the speaker until and unless something else happens, which is very unlikely. Richard Nangbe Kun is our speaker. So he's the one, the chair on Ways, Means and Finance now from Maryland is P. Mike Jury. He's presiding over the budget hearing with Honorable Dowan Tuanglikia from District Number 6, our own Nimba County lawmaker. So the question, I say he wants clarification, so that's it. But the speaker is Richard Nangbe Kun, because he's the one the country is doing business with. The country is doing business with Speaker Richard Nangbe Kun. That's where the budget hearing is taking place. As we speak, I said the expenditure hearing is on. I just came from Capitol Building. I met Honorable Glikia in a very busy mood, and so I could not talk with him for any long time. So that is the point. That is the point. I think it is Solomon who asked that question. But that's yeah. So good so far. What I know.
All right. So with just 5 minutes to go, probably we might you might want to say something that we didn't touch. You can just make mention of that and wrap up shortly because we have no time in favor.
So Uriah, last night, obviously the people will not ask questions. Let me tell you the one, because when I kind of provide clarification and my points can be clear and precise. I can pick first. I don't lie on. So
all right, that way you there and talk to. That way you there and talk to Timothy. Timothy, good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he getting you.
It is not clear.
You have to be a bit louder, Timothy, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
My Ali for a birthday. Say that God can pay you to come to
Thank
me.
Thank you.
I have about 19 years. They wishing a birthday. Thank you for give up my all the time. It is a blessing and prayer. Thank you. And I say, brother, for you.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Timothy.
team. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So it's up to you. Stanford D. Conan says, Sarah says, Junior, I love your energy. Keep it up. The worst thing we ever did in Nimba County, District number 7, was to vote Mr. Ability. That's Stanford D. Conan. So it's back to you.
Yeah, so thank you, Timothy. Thank you too, and your chairman for the way the leadership you guys are providing for the young people. So I was saying that last night I listened to Spoon Talk, and then on Spoon Talk, I heard Stability, who was in studio disclosing some issues which I felt, I mean, shouldn't have been the order of the day. You know, Uriah, we can all have privilege to some discussions. And if you met with the president based on the invitation of Mr. Fonati Kofa, you know, when certain key issues were being discussed behind closed doors, coming up, you know, to discuss what was supposed to be a private conversation with the president or a meeting with the pro tem and other members of the Liberian Senate, including people from the majority bloc. I felt that he was being unfair to the presidency, you know, by coming on to disclose what was in the meeting. But what that also brought forth is that my statements in the past that Mr. Ability was not supporting former Speaker Kofa with his whole heart. I said over and over, I wrote about Michael Brutus, I wrote about Simeon Peter, I wrote about how Brutus was the one who stabbed Julius Caesar, and Caesar was surprised that Brutus took the knife to stab him. So Mr. Bilete has been presenting himself as an ally of former Speaker Fonati Kofa. Fonati will not resign. Fonati going nowhere. The law is the law. But while he's saying that, he's behind the scene negotiating, begging people to support him to become Speaker. How can you be telling us that Fonati going nowhere? Fonati will not resign. Fonati is the Speaker. Nothing will happen to Fonati. But then you behind the scene, asking your colleagues to vote for you to become Speaker. How do we balance these things? Were you not fooling Fonati? Were you not stabbing him in his back, pushing him to be more stubborn and to resist? And then by doing that, he will feel that you are with him. But then you go behind the scene and start to negotiate. And the vice president said last night that Mr. Ability met with the elders of Nimba and told them that he wants to become speaker and they should beg the vice president to support him. But he said that at the time when he says that in the night, then in the day he will appear with Fonati and Naheche. Fonati went nowhere. Fonati will not resign. Fonati is the speaker. The law is the law. So you cannot say one thing in a day. That's why in that case our Mano people call you Kokpolu. So that's the theory of political Kokpolulism. You don't display that. You go overnight, you fool in a day, you grandstand with Fonati, you knock your shoulder, you have the longest press conference. You shout the loudest. Fonati, you're not going anywhere. You the speaker, the law is the law, you will stay here. In the night, you display your political Kokpolulistic attitude. You go to the Nima elders. You say, I beg you, I want to be speaker. All the thing we're doing beyond Fonati, you're leaving. That man, if he gets sense, we're fooling. Before he comes to his head, it will be late. But you just talk with the vice president, then he beg the other 7 men that are on our side so they can vote for me. Why should you do that? It's unfair to Fonati, but as our leader in the district, when you conduct yourself like that in a public space, then it reflects on us. We are decent people in district number 7, and we are hoping that you will be sincere in your interactions with people. We want to be respected on the level of interaction, not where you will say one thing to Fonati in a day, give him the assurance, push him not to resign. Then overnight you go and run campaign to occupy the same position he said Funati will not leave. In that case now, that I will classify that political populism. And anybody who understands manner well, you know what we call kokpolu. They say be a mere kokpolu can. They acquire kokpolu go. So in the night you go to run campaign for speakership. In the day you encourage Funati to stay on. And this is one reason why even the saga at the House of Representatives has prolonged up to this point. Mr. Bilete, I think is responsible for that. We must stop that. So I want to thank the Vice President for making that clarity last night, for letting the Liberian people to know that indeed Mr. Bilete went to the elders ever since and told the elders that he won't be speaker. Although he and the elders too didn't stop there. They went to the Vice President and said, oh, although Mr. Bilete didn't order, but he said he won't be speaker. So you two, that you the father of the country now here, we want for you to be in the know that he won't be speaker. He say he want your support. So I mean, my people that ain't out there, oh, man say me you go queer group yawe, I like it again. So we like to thank our people. Let us keep the feet of our leaders to the fire. Let us ask the city mayors the hard question, the commissioners, the statutory superintendents in the two statutory districts. Let's ask them hard questions. Let us ask the representative, where is our legislative earmark project money? Let's say the money is with them. Which project are we going to implement with this money? When you ask these questions in our democracy, you help the democracy to grow. The only thing I will encourage all of us to do is to be civil in our actions, is to be constructive in our engagements, is to be analytical in our discussions. Let us not, through invectives at our leaders. We must continue to be civil. We must push for the good of our district. We must say the hard truth to people. We must ask the hard questions. We must disagree to agree. So I'd like to thank my people of District Number 7. I'd like to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. My brother Edmond there got my mobile money number. I don't have to call it to him again. Thank God I see him on the screen now. I think he will say something about that. So thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah. It was a wonderful time talking to you.
Okay, it's a pleasure. I appreciate it.
Okay. So all right. Okay, so folks, that is it. With 4 minutes downside our 4 o'clock. Boss, are you still at the back? All right.
No. I'm just here, and I like to say thanks to you and Cyrus. And I was just in the bike, and all that I can say is let's have this thought process that why if it is me? Why if it is me? Happy birthday, and let's continue to hold Nimba together. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to promote self-help community initiatives. Let's remove our whole feelings, from this whole too many political activities. Let's get involved with innovation, creativity. Nimba got a lot more that can be offered. Cyrus, thank you. Happy birthday, and we'll compare. But it was good, having you all here today.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
I appreciate it. And thanks to the young people of Saclepea.
All right, so folks, that's it. This is how we love to take our official. All right, this is how we love to take our official leave of you. Tomorrow we will be here fresh and ready, and we'll be discussing a lot of issues here tomorrow. And Wednesday we will play host to Mr. Jackson T. Quay. Thursday we will play host to somebody special as well. And Friday we will play host to Very One. That is it. Thank you so much. Happy pre-birthday to me as December 28th is doing as well. Gentlemen, birthday shot is up. You can get yours. It's just $800 LD. Call me and say you are, I want a birthday shot. It's a wonderful time. Bye-bye. Always be good and have yourself a lovely good afternoon. Uriah Energy Goa, and good afternoon.
Oh, yeah.